So this is the other job that I wanted to get done in the polytunnel. I want to empty all these pellets out of the little tiny boxes, beta boxes. This is the hydroponic system that's now finished, closing up for the winter. So now the job that needs done is to clean them out. So what I do is I empty the boxes out, I tip them upside down, and I allow the them to dry over the next few months. And afterwards, once they've dried out, I then sieve them to get all the weeds out, sieve all the dry bits of weeds away, and then we put them in a big container to store them for the upcoming spring. And the next job that I want to do is also, there's a few holes in the polytunnel, so I just want to close it up for the winter. We are putting another polythene over this polytunnel. We're putting a brand new one right over the full length, but I am going to close up all the holes in the meantime, just with a couple of safety ties, sorry, just so that in the big heavy winds, the wind doesn't get under and catch and pull it and then destroy all the metal work, because that can happen. For those of you that have lost many polytunnels in the heavy winds, I choose not to lose mine, so I'm going to secure it for the wind for the winter. So that's what I'm going to be doing just now. Let's get started. So there we have it. I've finished and completed it now. Because there's holes in the polytunnel at the bottom, we're not sure if it's a weasel, a rat, a mouse, or a hedgehog. But something's been getting into the polytunnel and digging holes. So I've secured all the holes as much as I can. And now we've emptied all the beta boxes, so all the cocoa peat that you see on the floor there is drying out now for a few months. It might dry out in a month's time, and if it does so, then we sieve it through with the sieve that we have there, and the balls come out nice and clean like this. And then we can reuse them. So we fill up the buckets with the reusable pellets, and then we clean out the whole polytunnel. All the matting, the matting that's on the floor gets replaced. It's overgrown a bit because we've just left it. We've left it as you do. You know that you've not got anything else growing, so you leave it. But these 3 raised beds, the buckets that we have, I will use these. At the moment I've got a lot of green peppers growing. They're doing extremely well. I've got the red ones, the long-nosed peppers. It's a nice red one there. keep that in there. Got a nice green one there. And we've got big ones as well. So I've put a net over because something's been getting in through the little holes. I've covered up the holes now, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then I've got a chilli plant right here in amongst all of these. But the peppers are they're growing new shoots. The pepper plants are getting bigger. They don't want to be pulled out. They don't want to be composted yet. So I'm just leaving them at the meantime. We did put a few lizards into the beetle buckets. They could be the ones that's churning up the soil. But I'm a little bit scared because the roots, they'll weaken the roots of the plant, and then I'll have to pull it out and restart again. Because with pepper plants you can actually keep the plant and they can regrow. They're perennial. Same as chilli plants. Well, these were last year's. So they've sprouted up and came back, which is excellent. So now what the plan is to keep them in here as long as I can, and then they'll start to die off. Their leaves will go into the soil, they'll compost down over the winter. This here was watermelon. It's now starting to, it's at the end of its tether, so it's had enough. It's deciding to grow new shoots and little flowers, but it's got a few aphids on it, so it's sick. It's not well. It's not got enough sugar. It won't give us any plants. The plant's weak, its limb. But, however, what I might do is I might churn it slightly and maybe put a couple of lettuces in there. I might even put some cabbage because it's warm enough. This is burdock. I was about to say dandelion there. It's burdock with a chilli plant / chilli plant in there. Took the chilli plant out of here, put it in there. That again is doing extremely well, and the ducks and the chickens love the burdock. We like the burdock too. Ducks and chickens love it more. So that's great. Then I've got spice plant here. It's this bird's eye. I've had a couple of chilies off that. They're extra hot. And I've got a few new ones growing now. So you can see there's a couple there. Oh, not got the camera on it. Sorry, I do apologise. So we've got a few there. A lot of those buds are turning into peppers, chilies. If you look closely, you'll see there is many in there. I'm extremely happy and pleased because the boys love chilies. They love to eat chilies with a nice cube of cheese, or they just eat it on its own. So that's it. That's me finished the job in here. Now I'm going to go back to the forge and get on with the job, finishing job in the forge. Luckily I have my father-in-law here this week over the holidays to help. That's great. He's not very good. He's got a bad heart, so he can only do as much as he can. But the respect is highly appreciated from him. So thumbs up to our father-in-law helping out. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you next time on the channel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share the channel, and everyone have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.